Hi students, welcome to Raaonline. Today's topic of discussion is deep structures in front of thigh. So the competency of this topic is describe major muscles in front of the thigh with their attachment, nerve supply and actions. Describe origin, course, relation, branches or tributaries and termination of important vessels and nerves of front of thigh. Let's see the compartments of thigh. Thigh has three compartments. So, three intermuscular septa. Let's see the compartments of thigh. Thigh has three compartments. The three intermuscular septa extending from the fascia lata. So, this is the outermost layer skin. Deep to the skin, there is a superficial fascia. Deep to that, there is a deep fascia. So, the intermuscular septa are the modifications of deep fascia. So, the intermuscular septa extending from the deep fascia to the linea aspera differentiate the thigh into three compartments. There are three intermuscular septa. One is in the lateral aspect and one is in the medial aspect and one more is in the posterior aspect. So, the posterior intermuscular septa is ill-defined septa. So, the lateral, medial and posterior intermuscular septa divide the thigh into three compartments. So, the anterior compartment is located between the lateral and the medial intermuscular septa is the extensor compartment or the anterior compartment of the thigh. The posterior compartment is situated between the lateral and the posterior intermuscular septa. So, this is the posterior compartment or flexor compartment of the thigh, and the medial compartment is located between the medial and the posterior intermuscular septa. So, this compartment is known as adductor compartment. Once again I repeat, there are three intermuscular septa: lateral, medial and posterior. In this, the posterior is ill-defined. So, there are three compartments. Anterior compartment is otherwise known as extensor compartment. It is located between the lateral and the medial intermuscular septa. And the posterior compartment is otherwise called as flexor compartment. It is between the lateral and the posterior intermuscular septa. And the medial compartment is between the posterior and the medial intermuscular septa. It is otherwise known as adductor compartment. Each compartment has muscles, vessels and nerve. In this session, we are going to see the anterior compartment of the thigh. In this, the deep structures are muscles, vessels and nerve. In this compartment, the muscles are quadriceps femoris. There are four muscles. So, the quadriceps means there are four muscles in which the muscles are rectus femoris, vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, and its detached part is considered as articularis genu, and the two more muscles are located in front of thigh. Those are sartorius and tensor fascia lata. The vessels are femoral artery and femoral vein, and the artery and its branches, the femoral vein and its tributaries. The nerve of this compartment is femoral nerve. Let's see the surface landmarks present in the front of thigh. So, here you can appreciate the projections or surface elevations produced by the muscles. So, this one is the produced by the sartorius muscle, and here we can see the surface projection. It is mainly produced by the quadriceps femoris. So, near in middle there is a rectus femoris, most laterally by the vastus lateralis and medially by the vastus medialis. So, here also we can appreciate the surface elevations produced by the muscles. So, let's see the muscles in detail. The quadriceps muscles, already I have told, the quadriceps muscles are four in number. Number one is rectus femoris. So, in this picture, this is the rectus femoris. Rectus means straight. So, this is the rectus femoris and this is the medial aspect and this is the lateral aspect. So, this muscle is this is rectus femoris and the medial aspect, and this is the lateral aspect. In the lateral aspect, this is the vastus lateralis muscle. In the medial aspect, this is the vastus medialis. So, in this picture, superficially there is one muscle that crossing the thigh in the anterior aspect. This muscle is the sartorius. So, in this picture, we have cut the sartorius as well as rectus femoris. So, this is the sartorius here, cut end of sartorius, and this is the cut end of rectus femoris. Deep to that, we can appreciate the vastus intermedius. So the vastus intermedius is located between the vastus medialis medially and vastus lateralis laterally. So let's see the origin of each muscle. First see the rectus femoris. So rectus femoris, already I have told, this is the rectus means straight. So this is the straight muscle present in the front of thigh. It has two heads. It has a straight head and the reflected head. Straight head arises from the anterior inferior iliac spine. This is the area for the anterior inferior iliac spine and the area just underneath it. So this is the origin of straight head of rectus femoris, and the reflected head arises from above the groove above the acetabulum. Once again I repeat, rectus femoris is a straight muscle. It is present in the front of the thigh. Okay, it has two heads, straight head and reflected head. Straight head arises from the anterior inferior iliac spine. That is the upper part of anterior inferior iliac spine and a notch just beneath it. And the reflected head arises from the groove above the acetabulum, as well as here there is an area for the hip joint. So the capsule, so groove above the acetabulum and a capsule of hip joint. So this is about the origin of rectus femoris. So let's see the origin of vastus medialis. So this picture shows the vastus medialis, and this is the medial aspect and this is the lateral aspect. So the vastus medialis is present in the medial aspect. The attachment, that is the origin of vastus medialis, arises from the lower part of intertrochanteric line and the spiral line. So the intertrochanteric line of femur is situated in the anterior aspect. From there is a spiral line, and this linear line in the posterior surface of the femur is called as linea aspera. So it has medial lip, and this is the medial lip of linea aspera and lateral lip. So this vastus medialis arises from the medial lip of the linea aspera. So this is the medial lip of the linea aspera, and as well as the upper two-third of the medial supracondylar line. So the upper two-third of the medial supracondylar line and the adjoining medial intermuscular septum. Once again I repeat, from the anterior surface the intertrochanteric line, from there the spiral line. So the spiral line and the medial lip of the linea aspera, and this is the medial supracondylar line, upper two-third of the medial supracondylar line, plus the adjoining intermuscular septum. So this is about the origin of vastus medialis.